What's up guys, Hobbo88 here and welcome to iRacing. It's build week, which means new content coming to the sim, and this week it's in the shape of a couple of new dirt tracks, and in this video we're going to have a look at the dirt track from Charlotte, and one of the more well-known tracks on the schedule for the World of Outlaws, amongst other series that race there as well. But we're going to go ahead in this video and look through each of the cars from the sim, all of the dirt cars, and we're going to see how they all stack up here on this slightly less than half-mile circuit. If anyone playing along at home wants to just watch a specific car and not watch all of them, jump into the description below. I've hyperlinked the start of each section of the video for each car, so you can go ahead and skip ahead to what you'd like to watch. But for anyone that wants to watch through the whole thing with me, here we go. Let's get started. We're going to start with the slowest cars and work our way up. We've loaded into the sim here. Let me bring that up. And let's see. There we go. Sorry about that. And we've got the Legends 34 Ford Coupe. And that's what we're going to start with. We'll go into the iRacing setup. That was only a baseline set, so that's easy. Baseline setup. Go ahead. Head out on track. Let's see what this is all about. This is the pit exit. The infield pit deal with Charlotte is a little bit strange and a little bit annoying. That's right, we need the clutch to change. And this looks awesome, I have to say. This looks really cool. So the plan for the video is we're going to do 10 laps in all the cars. We may do a few extra laps with the faster cars at the end, if we decide that we think they need it. I don't know, 4th gear, 5th gear, who knows? 5th gear by the look of it, seems to be holding up alright. Maybe? No, 4th. Look, the Legends car's probably not the best suited for this type of track, let's be honest. For me, it's much more about the short tracks when it comes to these cars, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this car goes at Limaland, which is the other track to be released on iRacing this week, and I will have a video going up on that very shortly after this one, so make sure you keep an eye out for that as well. But excuse me, not overly confident these cars will get a lot of racing at this track. It's just a bit big really for what they are. Well, I have to say, I'm looking around. They're not difficult to drive, so I'm having a good look at what's around. I can see their grandstand over that way, which I think might be the drag strip. And then I think this grandstand at the end of turn 1 here is the NASCAR Oval. Well, that's kind of cool. I like that iRacing's included all that stuff in the peripherals of the landscape. Ten laps in one of these cars is like an eternity. You know what? They could be interesting to race because lane choice, especially on a heavy track like this, a lot of options, a lot of moving around. Just going to point out now, this is a 0% track state for this to start with in the morning conditions. So we've got iRacing default weather for all the cars, so they'll all be the same weather conditions. But what we're going to do is do slightly more deteriorated track conditions for each car as we go. Then change down a gear here. And we're also going to change the time of day. So we're starting in the morning on a 0% track, completely undriven on track. And as the video goes on, conditions will get a lot worse. Come around here to start lap 10. Also just going to apologise guys as well, not feeling 100% right now, coughing, and just if I sound a little bit off, I do apologise for all that. It's a bit under the weather with the cold in the minute, not real fun. But anyway, that's it. We're going to come across the line here for 10 laps in the Legend car. Let's see if we can find pit entry. Looks like it might be, yeah, the yellow cones, I guess. The infield pit thing is really annoying for me. I don't like it, but we can't beg it. We can't choose, I guess, what happens. So it is what it is. Our last lap there was actually our best. Let's adjust the camera a little. We won't watch too much here of this. Obviously, the Legend car is not the most exciting to watch by itself on a big wide open track like this, but soaring away on the wheel inside there. They are a really good car to learn the basics in. I can't rate them enough for how good they are for that. Around the top there on that lap, big wide open line. What I will do just real quick is change to the blimp view. Yeah, so drag strip down at the end of the back straight, up that way, and then the oval down here on the bottom. So that's really cool that iRacing's included all that. Bit of a distorted view of the world there, zoomed out so far. Let's go back to the camera here real quick, and what we're going to do now is move on to the next car. So I'm going to just quickly throw up this little landing screen again and head back to the iRacing website. We'll grab the next car, which will be the street stock. I think would be the best car to run next. It's probably the next up, I would say, as far as difficulty goes and speed. Both quite slow cars. The Legend is probably actually quicker, really. But we're going to run 15% track state, so a slight usage on the track. We will keep that morning session, the morning time of day, for the street stock. So we'll let that load in now. And once it does, we'll jump in and see how the street stock handles the high banks at Charlotte. It's an interesting track. I haven't seen a whole lot of racing here. I've watched the World Finals a couple of times on Dirt Vision, but it's an interesting track. I kind of like it and don't like it all at once. It's hard to explain. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but I've always kind of felt like it was perhaps bigger than it actually is. Like, I think it's a it's a bit less than a half mile. So it's not as big as most of the other tracks we've got on iRacing, but it just feels like a big track. It's wide. Let's see what's the street stop going to do. Probably not turn. It's not too bad. But yeah, the racing here, I'm not a massive fan of watching racing on big wide tracks like this. I think that might be what it is. And then at the same time, it's a really cool track. Like something about it that I really like. iRacing, please. So we can see now the 15% track, a little bit more of a like a cushion, I guess, forming up near the top, which is another thing as well, which I should mention now. Since I inadvertently brought it up, iRacing has implemented the cushion in a much better way here with the new build that's come out today. So now the cushion actually does build up, the dirt moves to the outside of the track and forms a cushion as you'd expect it would. And supposedly you can feel it, and it's going to have a big impact on the racing. Remains to be seen. I'm not sure how effective or ineffective it will be. Rumour has it that it will be pretty hard to run the cushion, and if you can, it'll be pretty quick, which is awesome. So I'm hoping that is the way that it's set up. And maybe as we get further in here, the track states will see that cushion forming near the fence, but I'm hoping that's, it'd be so cool if on a really slick track, enough guys running down low formed like a little cushion in the middle of the corner as well, not just at the top. But I don't know whether or not iRacing's system is smart enough for that, but remains to be seen. Won't know more until we get into some racing, but still keen to see what happens here in the hot laps. the street stock, pretty lethargic sort of a car, not the most nimble. But kind of was not expecting it to really suit this track that much, but I can kind of sort of feel like a street stock race here would be really good fun. It's a momentum sort of track. You got to try and keep that speed up off the corner to keep your momentum up. A little bit of a slip patch there entering turn 3. Just a little bit of one there on entering turn 1 as well. But yes, I can imagine the street stock race to be a lot of fun. Very evenly matched cars, that's what I like about them. Cross the line here to take the white flag, lap 10. Yellow silos or something there on the back straight, it's different. Distance there. Anyway, here we go. Across the start finish line, we'll stop down here on the side of the infield. Back out and let's go take a look at the replay. We'll go back. This is our best lap here, 19.4. It's hard to know what exactly we did on that lap to make it so much better than all the others, but anyway. Car's extremely quiet. I don't even know if you guys can hear that, but it's very, very quiet, that car. It sounds a lot louder inside it, that's for sure. Anyway, that's the street stock. Let's move on to the next car as we'll bring up our little thumbnail here again as we back out of the server. Next, I think that we might run in the Midget, probably quicker than some of the other cars, but I feel like that's the way I just want to split it up. We'll move to the afternoon, and we'll bump the track state to 25. Yeah, say 25%. You know, we've got the UMP Modified and stuff like that as well. The Midget's probably going to be quicker than all those, but and you know, honestly, the Midget will probably be quicker than the Wingless Sprintcar too, but I feel like I want to run the Midget next, so let's do that. We'll see how it goes. So just wait for the sim to load up here again. Loading screen, there we go, and wait for that to pop in, there we go. Garage, iRacing setups, Charlotte Dirt. I am just running all the baseline Charlotte setups that iRacing provided as well for all these cars. Not running any of my own setups, just all baseline stuff. So let's go ahead. Car in gear before it'll move. That's worth remembering. Good job. God, that ground is so awkward and wobbly there on that little pit road on the infield. Alright, here we go. Let's hope that I don't flip my Midget. Look like a complete idiot as we go straight through the slick on our first attempt at turn 3 and 4. Good idea. Big wheelie up off of turn 2. That was awesome. Oh. No, no. No, no! I cannot get off the infield. The grass is too slippery. Alright, there we go. These cars, man, I tell ya, they're just so hard to get straight into. Let's go back to the top, which is where we're really meant to be. Whoa, the bump! Did you guys see the bump down there in turn 3? That was cool. I'm actually feeling like there is a lot of bumps in this surface. I like that. I like that. Oh yeah, it's really bumpy at the top, especially in turn 3. I like that extra challenge. Hopefully that's not something unique to this track. I'd like to see the bumps, the ruts carry across all of the tracks, really. But when I think about it, the the track here at Charlotte typically does get ripped up and torn pretty good. Oh boy, that's the top. Ripping the cushion. Laps in a midget, not very long. Already coming around to start lap number 8 this time by. Oh, those bumps, I love it. That is awesome. Bounce, bounce, bounce. I like that a lot. Hopefully they just get more and more pronounced as we go on. The track wears more. Probably should go back here and see if there is a bottom line. Oh, the bumps are violent. Upset the car badly. Under brakes. Oh yeah, you can work the bottom. This track is going to have a lot of multi-lane racing, which is awesome. Nice and wide and lots of room for it. And that's 10 laps in the midgets. This track. Let's go and take a look at the replay, see what that looks like. I want to see how much the bumps are visible from the outside of the car. So I'll tell you what, you can feel them on the inside. Let's just go back. Excuse me again with the cough. Sorry about that, guys. Let's have a look here. What are the bumps like? Well, you can see them. The wheels are bouncing a little. Doesn't look near as bad though from the outside view as it does in the car. Actually looks quite easy from the outside camera, as is usually the way. It's actually quite scary driving down there through those bumps on board. I think this was our fastest lap, this one that we're on right now. There, bump, bump. Front wheels bouncing up off the ground. It's really cool. So 16.5 is our best lap in the midget there, just in that little session. Let's go ahead and close this all up again. And we'll move on to the UMP Modified, I guess we'll do next. A track that I have not driven in a long time. Sorry, a car that I have not driven in a long time. But I'm keen to see how it goes. UMP Modified. We'll keep the afternoon session. Really love the lighting in the afternoon. We'll move the track state to 40%. So a pretty good jump there for this car. But the UMP Modified, I've had a lot of people asking me about this car. A lot of people wanting to know if I'm going to have a go at racing them at some point. And it has to be said, I do enjoy the cars. I just haven't had the opportunity to really race a league or anything in them before. So we'll see. We'll see how they go. Haven't actually driven them since the last time we did one of these videos. The last time tracks were released on iRacing. So it's been a little while. Let's go ahead and load that Charlotte setup. Let's see. What's the UMP Modified like to drive around this track? The way the car leans over on that right front, it's awesome. Alright, here we go. Straight to the fence. There's still juice in the bottom. You can see the bottom still looks pretty good. Bit of brake. So the bottom's still not bad. Let's go back and have a look up here. Ah, it's awesome. Actually see those bumps too down into turn 3. If you look at the slick spot, as you head down into the corner, you can see where it gets light and dark through the bumps. Sort of see it. That is so cool. It's like a duck to water driving this car. A lot of fun. easily been the most enjoyable car I've driven yet. Running that high line. I don't even have a tear off button for the car, so I haven't driven it since I got the new wheel, probably. Haven't had a tear off for any of the cars so far, actually. Big pump of mud, it's going to stay there. That's the high line. Oh boy. At number 8, I'll have to make sure we watch that in the replay. And lap 9, they're both nice laps up on the top. Get the white flag here, this will be our last run around. Oh. Made a massive mess of it too. It's a little awkward there up off the 2. Alright, that's 10 laps in the UMP Modified. Let's go back and take a look at the replay of this. I think this is our, yeah, there it is, clunk into the wall. What am I doing? I want camera controls. Laps. 4 was our best. Let's take a quick look at this one. And then I want to have a look at lap 8 and 9. It was just a nice smooth lap, that one. We'll go to lap 8 and see what this one's all about. I love it. Look at how it swings into the corner. I think I might have to look at racing these some way, because they are a lot of fun. Look at that, that's the top right there. No closer to the wall. I love the right rear when it comes off a 4. It's got that real awkward looking, almost like a toe out on the rear wheel. Just the way that the body sort of sits on top of the chassis. That's high up there again. That's really cool. Alright. Next car on the list. Let's go back and have a look and see what ones we've got left. I got Wingless Sprintcar, Winged Sprintcar, late model that I can remember. What else is there? I think that might be all, actually. Looks like it is. So let's go with the 360 non-wing. We're going to go into the late afternoon, and we'll push that track state up to 50%. Chickened out. I'm not going to run the 410. The 410 Wingless Sprint. A little bit too savage for me, considering I haven't driven the Wingless Sprint again like the UMP since the last time we did one of these track preview videos. So I think I'll stick with the 360 just to be safe. We'll see. We'll see how that pans out for us. Just waiting for the session to load up again. Once it does, there we go. We'll switch back across into the game. Now these cars, I don't know about necessarily how the wingless sprint cars will go here at Charlotte, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're like at Limaland. That is the track for me that those cars are designed to race on, so I'm interested to see about that. But I'm also interested to see how they run here at Charlotte. So late afternoon, the sun's setting a little in the sky. This is the time of day that I think of when I think of Charlotte races. Please, Brent, not look like an idiot. Alright, here we go. Gotta get them sideways. No wing to try and stop them or help them turn. All with the right foot, basically. Through those bumps at 3. Straight away feeling it. just bonked the wall. So easy to do. Just forever waiting to get to that cushion. That was a nice line through 1 and 2. Held really nice speed there. It's up and above the cushion. That one. Let's see what these things are like on the bottom. Coming around to lap 7 already. Overcooked it massively down into 1. Through the sleek. Car actually done pretty good there through there. Another thing that iRacing has done with this build is change the tyre for the dirt cars as well. They've, I think, reverted, from what I understand anyway, reverting back to the old tyre model or something like it. No pair off again. Alright, so the bottom in came, well that line is bad. Let's not do that anymore. Let's go back to doing this, which is hell scary, but the right way to do it. Nice run through 1 and 2. Oh, that wall. It's calling my name up off 2. There it is, 10 laps. Successfully kept it 4 wheels downwards, which is a nice surprise. Let's go back out here and take a look at the replay. That last lap was by far the best lap we did too. It's interesting. So a 15.7 is our best lap time in the 360 Wingless Sprintcar. We've got the old paint on Wingless Sprintcar. I need to change that. This is where we were just being an idiot, right? Trying to drive the bottom, but not really knowing how to do it. Massively overdriving the entry to the corners. So now we go back to the top. Let's have a look at this last lap. It has a nice line through 1 and 2. Oh, beautifully done through 3 and 4 as well. That was a nice lap. A lot of fun. Alright. Let's go ahead and jump out of this session. We've only got 2 cars left to go for this video. So far about half an hour into the recording, so it's making good progress. We're going to go and have a run at super late models. We'll keep the late afternoon, we'll just save a night for the sprint cars, and we need to do something drastic with the track state. Let's move it up to 70%. Big jump here, so up 20%. I think I'm happy with all that. Let's load it up. And this should be interesting. I've been driving these cars a bit lately, so fairly comfortable, I think, to jump straight into them. So far we've done a pretty good job jumping straight in. New track, cars that I just don't drive very much, a lot of them. Baseline setups and not look like too much of an idiot, I don't think, which is good. Alright, here we go. Session's just about to fire. Here we go. I'll wait for it to load up. Here we go. Alright, I need to go to the garage. Change from the baseline setup to Charlotte setup. Here we go. First gear. Wow, it is slippery. Buzz the tyres. Look at how black it is. Well, that's cool. See like the little ruts in the middle of the slick up there on the high side. See if we can get up there. Have a look at it. It is so slippery. Drive up. There's sort of like ruts in the mid-track. We need to get higher. We need to get out of some of this slip. Through the bumps, directly into the rut with the right rear. It's nice. It's definitely a character trait of this track to see the track get torn up like that. You do see this track get ripped to pieces quite a lot. It's the little things that make it all good in the end, isn't it? I don't know if it's showing up for you guys in the YouTube video. There is a bit of a rut there, just around below the cushion. Turn 3. A lot of wheel spin. Wheel spin is unfortunately slow. Let's see if we can run the bottom. Actually, you know what? The bottom isn't too bad in these conditions. Very, very patient. Hit those infield tyre markers. Definitely see multi-group racing at this track. It's going to be great. This is lap 10 that we're on at the minute, but I think we might just do a couple of extras, around 15 laps in this car. Car. The way that car just bounced across the curves M3 just was awesome. Same there at 1 and 2. I love that it's got bumps on this track. Wheels getting weighted up as well. Bounce through them, I love it. Straight through the slick there on that lap. Definitely not the fastest way. Back running that bottom line. Actually having to use a little bit of brake to get it done as well. Just a knee grip down there. Coughing continues. Again, I just can only apologise for that. Oh, I've got a tear off button now though. That's good. The world is right again. Alright, here we go, lap 15. So much fun. There it is, 15 laps in the Super Late model. That was a lot of fun. Running the late model here, this track kind of makes me wonder if we're ever going to see super dirt cars, big block modifieds, in iRacing, because that's what's missing at the minute. I love the idea of a big World Finals event with the 3 classes of cars. But to do that, you're missing the super dirt cars, so I wonder if iRacing will bring those to the service or not. Only time will tell, I guess. Let's take a look at this car through the bumps. And then that was back onto the bottom, so a real mixture of lines, and I think that lap there was lap 13. That was our best lap, so the bottom was the quickest way to go. Definitely the quickest way to go. Alright, you know what it is, guys. It's time big banger. 410 Sprint Car, Winged Sprintcar coming up next. So we're going to make it a night session for the Sprint Car. The track state, 85%. Why not? Let's do it. Well, that looks good. Let's... oh, I forgot to change the car, I think. Just have to wait and see. Wait for the server to load in, but I have to say, I think iRacing has done a great job. I can't remember if I've already talked about this or not, but I think iRacing has done a great job with implementing the right tracks early on. You know, you've got to have Knoxville, which they've done. You've got to have Eldora, which they've done. And Charlotte kind of fits in that category. The World Finals, a pretty big major event on the calendar, and it would be a shame to not have Charlotte on the service. So I'm glad that they've worked on it. We do know of some more tracks that they've got coming. So we know that the Chili Bowl's coming, which is another significant track, just in a different sort of area with the midget racing. But we know the Chili Bowl's coming. And we know that Kokomo won a fan vote that iRacing ran just a little while ago. Excuse me. And we know that track is in the works as well. It's probably more like a Lima Land, both in the way that it drives and its size, but also that it's not necessarily a major marquee track. Williams Grove has got a lot of history, so it's kind of important as well. Whoops. Change that back. There we go. Alright. Charlotte. Set up. Here we go. 410 Sprint Car. Hold onto your britches. This could be interesting. Let's see what we can do here. I wonder if we're going to put this in the fence. Where's our wing? Wing is tucked all the way back. Move it forward a couple of clicks. We'll see. We'll see what we get. Wow. It's bumpy. Oh, oh, oh! A little too loose. That wing has got to come back. Baseline setup is a little garbage, actually. See if we can work our way up here. Oh, you can feel that cushion. That cushion I was talking about earlier. It's there. You can feel it. The right rear is up on it. Oh, it's rough as. That cushion is badass. Oh! It's hard. It is hard to stay on it. The setup has got a lot to do with that. Remember, the track state is like 85%. At this point, the track is pretty well knackered. Or don't hit that gap in the fence. That would be the worst. I'd like to not look like an idiot. Sort of working into it. Gaining a little bit of confidence. It's hard to get comfortable. And that's kind of what you have to do. At some point you just have to be comfortable driving it flat out towards the fence. Just rub the wall that time. Just end up getting comfortable driving flat out at a fence that you have every expectation you're going to just hit. Rub the wall a little there at the end of the straight. Sort of got the slick. I knew I was in trouble. It's already 10 laps done. Blink of an eye. Well, we probably should have a look and see if the bottom has got anything at all. We're a little tight with the wing. Up off the corner. You know what? There is a line down here. It's pretty hard to stay on it, but that exit at 2 is pretty tough with the wing. But oh, wasn't quite expecting to be that close to the wall there. Two to go. Last time around. Oh, just hooked the wall a little. That's committed right there. Wow. Oh boy, how much fun was that? That's incredible. This track is a ballsy track. It's rough. I like that. That is a challenge. And I always relish a good challenge. So that was fun. Let's go back and take a look at the replay of all that. I think we want to go back, yeah, like in here where we were really honking on the top. Got that wing tucked back. Oh, that was where I thought I was going to hit that gap in the wall, I think. Wow. That is a lot of fun. It's just so close to the wall. You see the cushion, the car like rides up on top of it. Right there, you can see it. You know it's there, you can feel it when you're driving as well. That was pretty nicely done, that one. Scary stuff. Scary stuff. Definitely gets you awake. Which is what I need at the minute, because it is like 4 o'clock in the morning or something my time. A lot of fun, guys. So that wraps up this video with the impressions and I guess the preview of all the cars at this track. So this is the dirt track at Charlotte, and it's been a lot of fun. It is a great track. I think that we'll see some really nice side-by-side racing in a lot of the cars. So all in all, good outcome. I think iRacing have done a great job as always. I like the implementation of the bumps and the slick and the cushion. There we go, just the wall again there. But that's it for the video, guys. If you're planning to sign up to iRacing, please refer my email when you do so. It's in the description below. Also is a sign up link that will refer me automatically. It doesn't cost you a cent, but it does help to support the channel, and it means a lot to me. I really appreciate those that go to the effort to do that. Otherwise, follow me on Twitter at Hobbo88. Remember, you can join the Discord channel and become a part of the Hobbo88 community. For that in the description as well. But that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you guys in the next one.